What's good, everybody? It's your boy Todd Smith here once again, alongside my tag team partner Dale Clifford out there in Fernley, Nevada, and welcome to yet another episode of the No Gimmicks podcast on the 3 and Out Radio Network. Dale, what is good, my man?
What is up, Todd? Nice to see you again here, and we're going international today.
Yes, we are.
So very excited for this one. It's kind of cool that we're meeting someone that's doing pro wrestling all the way in another country. Very awesome. So,
my man, Velvet Thunder joining us from Singapore. So now let me get this straight, man. So it's about 9 p.m. where we are, or where I am. It's about 6 p.m. where Dale is out there on the West Coast. Now for you, it's what, 9 o'clock Monday morning?
Yeah, it's 9 a.m. in the morning right now.
Wow. So what a distance, my man. But hey, we're glad to have you here on the show with us. So now, first things first, you're currently living in Singapore. Yeah. Have you always lived there, or did you possibly move there to pursue your wrestling career? How did that all happen for you, man?
No, I'm actually born in Myanmar, but I moved here when I was about 10 years old. But that wasn't my choice. That was my parents. The education is better here, so they moved me here. But I will be moving to the States next month to pursue wrestling over there.
Okay.
There are more opportunities.
Right on. So where exactly do you plan to move to in the United States?
I'm planning to move to Philadelphia. There are a lot of good schools over there. So,
Ring of Honor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect place for you to move to pursue your wrestling career, man. Yeah. Dale, what you got for Velvet Thunder?
So obviously we're talking about wrestling here. So kind of a little bit, let us know who inspired you to kind of pursue professional wrestling.
At the moment that I decided I was going to become a professional wrestler was when Seth Rollins cashed in his money in the bank. It was WrestleMania 31 because I saw a lot of myself in him because we're like the same height with the same build. We have the same name, which is another one of the reasons I really like him.
Okay.
And then, and then he started as a nobody as well. He was once in my position where he was wrestling in the indies, trying to make a name for himself. So it was more like, if he can do it, then what's my excuse? So it's like, just muster up the courage to become a professional wrestler and pursue my dreams.
Gotcha. So now, just to clarify, by birth, your natural name is Akbar Ali Set.
Yeah.
Akbar Ali Set. All right. I got you there. All right. So now, tell us a little bit about Singapore pro wrestling.
It's pretty new in here. It's only been running for about 4 or 5 years now, and they managed to grow it a lot. It's packing in like 500-600 people every show.
That's good.
They usually have a show every 2 and 3 months. This one got delayed because there was an issue with the location. I think they're trying to pack in more people. The show is going to be bigger, so yeah, they're having trouble with the bookings or whatever. Okay. And the guys here are really nice.
How many guys you got on your roster over there in SPW?
It's about 15 and 20 now. That's roughly, yeah.
Okay. So now I saw one guy in particular that kind of drew my interest. I'm not sure what his name is. Who's the dude who kind of looks like the gentleman formerly known as Ezekiel Jackson, the big buff black dude? What's his name?
Danny Dharma. Destroyer Dharma. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's a big brother right there, man.
The bodybuilder guy, right?
Okay. Yes, him. He caught my attention because he reminds me a lot of Ricklon. That's his name, Ricklon Stevens.
He reminds me of Ronnie Coleman.
Okay. So now, Dale, what you got for Velvet Thunder here?
So you've got hooked up with a sponsorship for Collar X Elbow. How did that all come to be?
It was just me deciding that since I won't be wrestling until I move to the States, might as well just make good use of my time and contact people. Which is one of the reasons why I contacted you guys. So I contacted Collar Elbow, then they said they'll be happy to have me on board. And it's the first sponsorship I've gotten that I'm actually passionate about. I'm passionate about clothing and I'm passionate about wrestling. I like Al Snow, so I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it. I'll help promote your t-shirts.
Very cool. So now, besides being a professional wrestler, you also inspired to be a model and an actor. So tell us a little bit about that, like how you plan to go about that, pursuing those two.
I don't have a set plan for that yet because I have no contacts in the modeling or the acting agency. Mm-hmm. So it's more like when I move to the States, I have to contact, communicate with the guys in the locker room and see what they have installed for me. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty much starting from scratch when it comes to modeling and acting.
Okay. Now you said you had a small role in like a local TV show, right? Now tell us a little bit about that, about what you did and what your role was.
It was just basically a role where I have to chase someone and then I get shot and I die. So it's like a 5-second role.
You gotta start somewhere, man.
Yeah, well, it's a start. So
definitely, yeah. You gotta get. You're chasing someone, you get shot, and who knows? Later on, you'll be the one doing the chasing and shooting, right?
I'll be the next James Bond.
All right. Hey, why not, man? Why not? So, Dale, what you got for Velvet Thunder?
So obviously you've got wrestling, acting, modeling. Is like what are the ultimate goals for all of those?
My ultimate goal right now is just to become a mainstay in the WWE. That's my dream. That's like my life dream, is to become a main eventer in the WWE. Kind of like what like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Undertaker, all those guys were. I want to be one of those guys.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want to main event WrestleMania, obviously.
Right on. Definitely, man. Hey, why not shoot for the top? So now, question for you, because for you being from that part of the world, you said Myanmar, right? That's not too far from India. And right now there is a superstar from India who is rising to the top in the WWE as their world, heavyweight champion, that being Jinder Mahal. We just kind of want your take on, how do you feel about his current push and what they're doing with him, with Khali and the Seam brothers and whatnot.
I forgot Khali even returned, but I really do like Jinder Mahal. I like the way he talks. I like the way he carries himself.
Mm-hmm.
He looks really good. He's in really good shape, and yeah.
Do you draw any? Does anyone ever compare you to him, like a younger version?
No,
none at all.
I don't have any similarities with Jinder Mahal.
None.
I wouldn't say none.
Okay.
Well, we're both brown, but that's pretty much it.
I was thinking like similar build and height and whatnot. Because I thought, how tall are you?
I'm like 6'2".
Okay, yeah, Jinder's probably about 6'5", I guess. He's a little bit taller. Okay. Well, Dale, what you got for Velvet Thunder?
If you had anybody that you could face, living or deceased, in professional wrestling, who would it be?
I'm gonna face The Rock because he's the biggest name.
You versus The Rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get more eyes on me. Why not?
Yeah, that'd be a good one there.
If you're gonna go for someone, might as well go for the biggest name there is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now let's talk about your theme music for a chance, because I was just kind of impressed by this dude because he's a younger guy, and when he comes out to the ring, his theme music is Barry White. Now we all know Barry White is a soul music icon over here in the United States, man. So what led to you choosing or that theme music being chosen for you for when you come out to the ring?
It wasn't my choice. At first, I wanted to go with something from Call of Duty.
That's a big contrast from Call of Duty.
But my promoter said that doesn't match my character. And he is my promoter, and I want to make him happy because at the end of the day, if he's happy, then I'm happy.
You've got the right idea.
So I was like, so why not just let him choose? And turned out it was great. I watched my video from my previous match, and it sounded so good, and it matched my character as well. So I think I'm going to keep that theme song.
Yeah, you're ladies, man. Oh, yeah.
I need to find a new valet when I move to the States.
You're not feeling the one you got right now? The one who walked you out to the ring for your match?
Nah. She cost me too many matches.
That's okay. There's plenty to choose from over here, man. So hey, we got some social media questions. Dale, what you got for Velvet Thunder?
All right. So the first one comes from VSW via Twitter. He wants to know, was it you or someone else that chose the name Velvet Thunder for you?
It was my friends. They chose the name for me, and at first I hated the name Velvet Thunder because it just sounded ridiculous to me. Why would anyone call themselves Velvet Thunder? But then I started saying it during training, and then whenever I told someone that I'm gonna name myself Velvet Thunder, it got such a huge reaction. They either loved it or they hated it. So I started second guessing myself, and then I was like, if it gets such a big reaction, then why not just go with it? Because that's what professional wrestling is. You gotta make yourselves memorable.
Damn straight. Because at first, when you contacted me, I just had to make sure this dude had the right ideas to what the No Gimmicks podcast was. Because I'm thinking, Velvet Thunder, I'm like, is this dude like a Chippendale dancer or something? I'm just like,
Chip and Dale down
show,
there.
man. I'm just like, you sure you want to come on and talk to us? Because we don't know nothing about what's going on with that or whatever, you know? But hey, so now JSG, I guess it's 10,001, says that he lives in Singapore as well, and that he would like to know what training in SPW is like, because I guess he said, you know, right now he's kind of dealing with some weight issues and whatnot with being overweight. So I guess once he gets in a better condition, it's something he would like to pursue. So what's your take on your training from SPW?
I would just tell him to come in and train, because there's no such thing as training too soon. I waited too long. I waited till I was 19 to pursue professional wrestling, and I wish I started earlier. But I just didn't have the guts to do it. And as for the weight issue, yeah, it's probably better to be in shape, but I don't think in SPW it won't matter if you're overweight. They're not gonna not put you on a show because you're overweight. If you're good and if you're ready, you will get on the show. But if you want to pursue a career in professional wrestling, it's probably better to get in shape for it, because it can only help out.
Without question. Now, see, don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, it's just like you were starting at 19. It's like I didn't start until I was 27.
I was in my late 20s, man. Yeah, because over here you can't start really legally until you're 18.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm. Like I know
you're allowed to join SPW.
Younger, you know.
You're allowed to join SPW when you're 16 with parent consent. So
okay. Dale, what you got for Velvet Thunder?
All right, next comes from Denial Alias.
Daniel Elias.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. Who helped you the most in your wrestling career so far?
With that question, I'm going to have to go with my coach, the statement Andrew Tang, who's currently a professional wrestler in SPW. I've only been wrestling for 1.5 years, so it might change in the future, but he is the guy that's been training me since day one.
Okay.
So I've been training under him for 1.5 years, so I'm going to have to go, I'm going to have to go with him.
Okay, fair enough. So now, one of the other things I noticed on your resume and some of your photos that you share from Instagram, you're a foodie, huh? You like trying different types of food?
I love food.
Now, I do the same thing as well. People thought I was a weirdo because, hey, when I first moved out here to the Northeast from the West Coast, I said I wanted a good cheesesteak. So what did I do? I got in my SUV. I piled up a couple of my friends in there, and we went all the way to Philadelphia, which is almost 4 hours away from where I live, to get a real authentic cheesesteak. So what is your favorite food, man? Like, I mean, kind of give us breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What's your favorites?
All right, breakfast, I'm going to have to go with pancakes, chocolate chip pancakes.
Chocolate chip pancakes, okay.
Lunch, I usually stick to healthy food during lunch because I don't want to, I'm still on a diet and trying to get my six-pack. So I eat chicken, rice, and broccoli. But if I had a choice, I would be eating pizza, obviously.
Of course.
And, well, before it was, I usually stuck to American foods like cheeseburgers and, whatnot. But lately I've been exploring, and then I started trying all these Asian dishes, and I really love Korean food.
Okay.
Korean food's good. I'm excited to try the Philly cheesesteak burger when I go to Philadelphia.
Yeah. So now, are you a fan of Mexican food at all?
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish from Mexican food?
Burrito.
I love burritos, man.
Burritos.
Yeah. I got to get my six-pack too, man. It's waiting for me in the fridge, if you got my drift there.
I have to go with the Taco Bell as well. That's one of the places. They don't have a Taco Bell here.
Oh, there is, yeah?
There's no Taco Bell here.
Oh, you said there isn't. Okay.
There isn't.
No. Well, there's way better Mexican food waiting for you here, even in the Northeast, man. So don't worry about that. So, Dale, go ahead and wrap this on up for us, man.
So we appreciate you coming on the show all the way from Singapore. Very excited about just going international with this one. And at this time, we would like you to be able to promote any coming shows and appearances that you got coming up. So, floor's yours.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for having me on.
Definitely, man. So, what's coming up for you? What you got coming up here in the near future?
It's pretty much just me moving to the States. I'll be studying there and then pursuing wrestling on the side.
Okay.
I'm just excited to go train at Ring of Honor. That's like what I'm looking forward to the most at the moment.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So now,
when do you kind of have a pinpoint date of when you plan on coming all the way out here?
Yeah, August 22nd. I've already booked my flight.
okay.
I land on the 23rd.
Cool, man. Hey, when you get out here, hit me up because I'm not going to be too far from you. I'm in Connecticut.
Far away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll link up, man. Definitely once you come out here. So now, for social media, tell our viewers how they can stay in touch with you on social media.
You can follow me on Instagram at Velvet Thunder SPW, Twitter at Velvet Thunder SG, and Facebook is the VT brand. You can find me on there.
Hey, I just want to give you some props, man. For being a young dude, you've got a good head on your shoulders. You got the right attitude, and I feel you're going to go very far in this business because, like I said, Dale and I, we both were in the business, but we started way later. And had we had some of the right ideas like you and had been as mature, at your age, man, we would have gone a lot farther. So we wish you nothing but success, Velvet.
Any advice for a young guy?
Any advice for a young guy? Keep on doing what you're doing, man. Seriously. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Dale, you got any for him?
No, I think probably one of the biggest things is that you kind of are starting young too, because that's the thing. If you try to do it a little bit older, it's a little bit harder to go through the rigors of becoming doing all the professional wrestling, the training, and just getting yourself accustomed to taking bumps in the ring. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And plus, life happens, man. People get married and have kids and all that stuff too. So do it while you're young, where you have the freedom to do the traveling and everything, man. All right, hey. So we can sit here and talk to my man Velvet Thunder all night long, but unfortunately, we got to go ahead and wrap up this episode of the No Gimmicks podcast. So thank you for joining us for our interview with SPW, that being Singapore Pro Wrestling's Velvet Thunder. We are no gimmicks, no image, all wrestling, all the time. Please subscribe to our official YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/the No Gimmicks podcast. Make sure that you subscribe publicly so that way we are aware of your support. Also, check out Craig Perkins' article, Around the Ring and Back Again, on ProWrestling.com. We would like to hear from our viewers, so please leave us some feedback in our comment section. Also, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at the No Gimmicks PC. Remember, sharing is caring. Feel free to share the links to our episodes with other professional wrestling fans and on your social media accounts as well. That does it for this episode of No Gimmicks Podcast on the 3 and Out Radio Network. For my tag team partner Dale Clifford in Fernley, Nevada, this is Todd Smith in Bristol, Connecticut signing off. Until next time around, y'all take care.